I wanted to have it so it matched up with the sounds. And I don't know how I'm going to figure that out, but I'm going to.
Alright.
Okay, so we're recording.
Fuck, I keep getting back from the microphone. What are you doing now?
Trying to find my left ear. There it is.
Right.
Fucking blind, eh? Oh my god. Yeah, left. I'm blind.
I don't know. Let me, yeah, when I get back here, okay. Just in case I get in a fucking rant. Well, can't say.
Yeah, then just turn away.
Yeah, in case I get in a rant or something like that when I get speaking
Just
intense, because
bail
I do. No, but sometimes I get a little heated, man. So if I back up from the mic, it doesn't sound so.
No, if you want to get something, you can get closer.
Oh yeah, that's like Howard Stern shit.
Yeah, then you sound like you're having sex with a beach whale.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
please welcome to the main stage for your viewing entertainment. Oh, is that? Oh, we're taping.
They're all right. They're up on the. Oh yeah, we're recording.
Shit.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna not pull
PG,
that
right?
out. We're gonna start.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's let her fly. I'll leave that up there so we can kind of.
So you're gonna do like, bring us in, and then.
I got the intro to bring us in, then I'll talk us in, and then I'll introduce you, and then we'll just.
We'll just let it go from there.
Yeah.
Spitball.
Yeah.
Okay. We can talk about the weather. We can
Talk about whatever.
Yeah, man.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to the first of hopefully many podcasts. I am your host, Dave Prance, alongside my co-host, the one and only Brad Brooks. Brooksie, how's she going today, my friend?
Super. Any better be two of me, buddy. Thanks for having me.
That'd be a scary concept, my friend. Scary concept. So, we've got a big show planned for today. We're going to basically talk on
Everything Oil Kings.
Yeah, everything Oil Kings. Last season, we're going to talk about the playoffs. We're going to talk about the startup. And then we have a special guest for you. GM extraordinaire, John Desjardins, is going to be on with us tonight.
Coming in hot off the start. Super.
Coming in hot. So, I don't know how this is going to go. We're just going to sort of play it, and I'll just be honest with you, we're not professionals by any means. We both have day jobs. What's your day job, Brooksie?
I'm lineman with the Hydro, and yeah, I'm with Dave on this, folks. It's our first time doing something like this, so we're just spitballing, and then, feedback's appreciated, and we'll try to do the best we can.
That's all we can do, So, I think for the first one, like I said, we're just going to kind of talk about last year and how it all got involved and how I got involved and how Brooksie got involved. For myself, it was one of those things where basically Johnny is a good buddy of mine, and when he was getting this thing going, I said, like, if there's anything I can do for you, buddy, let me know and I'll do it. And I came up with the only thing I needed to do with the music. He had everything all lined up at the arena, and then after that, it just snowballed. We were doing the online stuff, and it got carried away.
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty. It was neat. It was interesting.
Gave me something to do.
Yeah, and the road trips with the bus and getting to interact with all the players, and then that was a lot of fun. We did that.
The people too. The amount of people you get to meet at the rink. Their second last playoff game had 750 people there. Super. So
it was a gong show.
I was moving, shaking hands, kissing babies. It was great. A lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time, and that's half of what this is all about.
Great.
Since we lost the hotel, the Tweedsmere's been burnt down. We got no no place for us Tweed people and surrounding community to get together.
No, you're right, and it's a good thing for the community, and the municipality owning the team is another great thing. And
Yeah,
we'll
shout
talk
out to Rochelle and the amount of
100%.
work she does, folks. Wow.
So just on that note too, Brooksy, we were talking, and I was gonna have Rochelle and Johnny on at the same time, but I think the pair of them, their involvement is just so much that I think we have to focus on one at a time. So we're hoping to have Rochelle on the next podcast.
Johnny's a handful all on his own.
Yeah,
Super.
he's gonna be nuts. So we're gonna get to him right shortly. Actually, maybe we'll just go right into him. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we can talk about some of the stuff that we did want to talk to you guys about while we got Johnny on the phone, because he's retired right now, and it's getting on 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and he's gonna probably fall asleep because he's getting older. What do you think?
Yep.
Yep. Is there anything you wanted to touch on before I give the old guy a call?
No, but I definitely, I think it'd be good, just while you're giving the old boy a call there, brain in the operation, the amount of work, guys, that Johnny puts into this, I don't think anybody has a clue. Like, the players, they get the summer off, or, they're working out and stuff like that, and, we take a breather with the stuff Dave and I do, but Johnny's job never ends. Guys signing players, getting a lead on a new guy, getting us sponsors, beer. Like, the guy never, I don't know if he sleeps, but we're lucky to have him. But
100%.
That's enough pumping Johnny's tires.
His tires are pumped
Yeah.
already. You don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can get the old guy on
throw
the phone.
up.
So, while I get him lined up here to answer, we'll...
I definitely want to tell the story, though, Dave, of why I sort of jumped on board.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, just while we're waiting to get Johnny, I guess it was the summer we found out that the municipality was going to, get a senior A hockey club. And, my ear's pretty low to the ground in the street and talk to a lot of people because, that's my thing. I like to flap my gums. And, I was sitting there, and next thing you know, I hear all these people, getting negative about this and saying, oh, it never flowed, all the taxpayers' money, all this. And, instead of, complaining, and I said, this is something that could be pretty special. And a lot of people that don't know the history of Tweed, Tweed was founded on this brand of hockey, the old Sunday Night League, the blood and guts, that's what these brand of men around town and the community guys came from Camelford, Sterling, Madoc, so full body men's hockey and having to go to work in the morning is something that's always been respected in this town. And when people started getting negative about this, I said, well, I'm going to do all I can to get people on board, get people believing in this. So, that's sort of why I started the Booster Club, and the rest is history sort of with there. And like I said, we got the greatest fan base in the league, hands down.
For sure.
Yeah, you can't touch it, man.
No.
Like, you talked to West Carleton when they came in for that playoff game. Their players were just like, we like this, like, hey, it's not the NHL, but I got a lot of respect for a man that wants to play this brand of hockey and then go to work Monday. So, yeah, that's why I got involved and told those people that said it wouldn't float.
Toot toot.
Yeah, we got a couple words for you.
So, I'm just, like I said, we're not professionals or nothing like that, so we're just kind of flying off the cuff here, and I can't seem to get... Johnny, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm trying to figure
There he
out
is, folks.
how I can get you up on here, and it's not happening. So just bear with me for 2 seconds, or just say something.
Hello?
Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
you.
Hi, John.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear Brooksie?
Yes.
All right, here we go then. Welcome to the podcast, my friend.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I figured he'd probably be a little groggy, Dave. He was up in Ottawa all weekend swinging the wrenches there, and might need a little bit of recovery time. But glad to have you on here, Johnny.
Yeah, me too. It sounds good. It's,
Well-
it's a good thing you guys are doing.
Well, we got to do something, Johnny, to keep us two out of trouble. And,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of things have been going on, and people are getting pumped for the new season, and any inside info maybe you could break for us
For the upcoming season?
Well, she's going to be a little different team, I would imagine, by the looks of some of the signings Rochelle put on there for me. But yeah, no, it's all good. Like it was all good last year, but I shouldn't say
It was
all
great.
good. I mean, at the start it wasn't good, but because we were.
Yeah, Johnny, maybe for the people, just break into how you got involved, and just the tryouts and just getting this off the ground, because I don't think people realize the amount of work and effort and what the team looked like 2 weeks out from the season, right?
Well, it was one of those things where I wasn't expecting a phone call. One of my best friends' son is a counselor, and he called me up and he said, like, would you be interested in being the GM? And I said, well, I don't know about that, but and anyway, I just said, sure, I guess after thinking about it a little bit, but so yeah, Jacob Palmenter, he called me, and
Well, Jiggy.
so away we went, and that was like early, I don't know, it was, I think April, May, somewhere in there, because we had to do this draft. And
Vote Palmetier for
to be honest
counselor.
with you, didn't really know what didn't really know what to expect or anything like that. But yeah, no, it was kind of trying to get players, and everybody's kind of, they were really iffy, and a lot of good hockey players that probably could play, but understandably didn't want to play, family and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, to the small and the short of it, we had our first game in North Frontenac, and about a week before that, we were a little light on players, and we didn't even have a goaltender. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I can. We couldn't get in to watch them last year, John, because of COVID, obviously. But
Right.
I can attest that being at the tryouts this year, oh my, I would say it was quite a big difference from last year.
Oh, absolutely. I could only go by, what I could research basically on the internet, and then some guys that sent emails that said they wanted to try out, go by their word kind of thing, and nothing, not taken away from anybody that came out last year, just it was pretty rough.
Well, I think
To
it's
say the least.
there was more of a buzz behind the team because of the success from last year, and a lot of the guys, that are the good caliber hockey players are, they got buddies on that team, and then you see them come out, and then everyone else kind of buys on board with it, and I think that's what we saw at the tryouts, because there was some serious talent there, that's for sure.
No, it was good. You were there this year, obviously, and we had, I think the one practice we had, or trial we had, I think it was 7, 8 goalies.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was like night and day kind of thing. We didn't have any really, guys that were ready to commit or even could play that caliber of hockey. And like I say, I'll say it again, not taking any away from
No.
And but yeah, so we.
Well, Johnny, you're so right, buddy, because 2 weeks out last year, yeah, we were pretty nervous, and I was starting to think, holy Christ.
What the hell?
I'm going to have to eat a lot of crow, because I was marching around town saying, no, this is going to work, this is going to be good, come on, buy on. I'm pounding the drum. Yeah, I'm marching, but, it did take a lot of convincing, after the caliber of guys you put together, and just the way they interacted with their community, our kids, solid group of people all around.
Big product.
Oh yeah, and then we got some guys come out, and we did get a goaltender, and then you got one guy who says, well, I got another guy that might want to play, and that's just kind of how it happened, and yeah, it was definitely an eye opener for myself. I will be serious and honest about it. I bit off more than I could chew. I didn't think it was going to be that demanding in that much time, but on the other side of things too, Rochelle with the municipality of Tweed, she was great.
Yeah, she's a rock star too, eh?
Yeah,
we had our moments because we didn't work together
You got a good yin and yang, you two.
And she's an awesome awesome person, and it really then it took a life of its own, and of course everybody else was in COVID too, obviously, but I mean that was a struggle too, trying to get people to, the funny thing was, when the mandate with the masks, and 50% of people, and if you were eating or drinking, you didn't have to have your mask on.
Weird,
You look out
crazy.
the crowd, and there's people they were drinking beer.
Yeah.
They didn't have to have their mask.
Put your mask up on your forehead and drink a nice Bud Light.
Let's hope we never go back there, guys.
Oh,
yeah, it was good.
Well, I'll tell you what I noticed the most was when I talked to you about, buddy, because I know honestly, I mean you did put a lot on your plate to put this thing together last year, and kudos to you, and that's why I reached out to you and said whatever I can do for you, man, I'm in, right? And but what I was expecting was like a glorified kind of beer league, right? Like a bunch of guys playing, and then holy Jesus, when I showed up that first game, I was like, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't catch me out there. I'd rather run in front of a train.
Catch me outside.
Yeah. No, it was a great product, and with what you had and the tricks and little things you had to pull to put the team together, the hats really got to go off to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and and then like I say, like it took a life of its own, and it I mean, fortunately for us, I mean, we like the people in the community and surrounding areas, they gravitated to it, and it was good, and of course everybody had been cooped up in their houses, and then saying that to you, the product was good on the ice, and I mean, I'll be honest with you, it was better or faster hockey than I actually thought it was, and it was pretty entertaining, I think, and the little kids and stuff that these guys, brought, that the players I'm talking about, that they really, they just love it, right? And I mean, it's
type of guys you want around kids.
Oh, they're great, great guys.
It's not about me or anybody else about that kind of thing.
Well, tonight's your night right now, though, John. We're going to talk to those guys over the next couple of weeks, so they'll get their kudos too. So you take it when you get it, because you might not get it again from us, right?
Yeah, not from me. This is the only time I'm pumping his tires.
I just spent the weekend with you.
Yeah, no doubt. I know. I tried to teach you how to golf there on Friday, and I think I got taught a couple things myself, but oh well, we had just a couple, bud, just a couple.
Never lost a game of golf. He's kept scoring yet.
Oh yeah. Well, on my scorecard, I won, so it's all good. The other thing I wanted to touch on, I'm going to ask this of pretty much every player that gets involved, and myself and Brooks are going to talk about it when we talk to people, but what got you into the game itself in general, the game of hockey? How did you get involved in it, and what age, and how did it happen?
Well, I'm the youngest of six, and I was the goaltender, so you had no choice in that. I got 3 brothers and 2 sisters, so when the game of hockey showed up during that, and so I played that till about, I don't know, Pee Wee Bantam, and then I got cut from what they called back in the day the All-Star team, because we had house league teams and the All-Star teams, and so I went back, and I wasn't going to play net in house league, so I played out, and then just kind of went along and played a little bit of junior C, and then played in that Blood and Thunder League that Brooksie was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
That was you didn't have a beer before them games, I can tell you that.
At all?
No, not at all. That's great.
And that's that's something I brought back, Johnny, was that that's a bit of the pulse of this town comes from that Sunday night league. You still hear people talk about it.
For sure.
I was cracking pints in the dressing room for the Harlow Hawks, but the Tweed leaves, and and that's what I think people around town respect so much about these guys. They go to work Monday, Johnny.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I got introduced. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
When I was younger, talking about that, I go to the rink on Sunday mornings. I refereed the Sunday morning hockey that I play in now.
Yeah.
And then I would stay there. I was a rink rat, basically. And then I sold 50/50s for that Sunday night league. And I was there basically 12 hours, like a 12-hour shift. And then I ended up playing in
That's it.
No, it's pretty neat, and the people back there, like, and I won't just say Tweed, but it's because it's like Madoc and Marmer and all that.
They all get it.
Yeah, when we say Tweed, we mean
They just
community,
love it.
surrounding area.
I watched it last year, and there was people that I didn't actually see because of what I was doing with the hockey team. It'd be nice to talk to everybody, but just wasn't able to. But it was neat to see all the people back in that rink.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was electric.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Especially with being cooped up for so long, too. Not being able to do anything.
Well, we were all looking for somewhere to belong.
Yeah.
I think we found a bit of a home, a lot of us.
But it's really brought back that sense of community, for sure, this team has.
No, for sure. And I mean, you try to, you guys know, like, even, I got you to come on board, Dave, and it kind of took its own life.
Yep.
You went on the road with us, and you were streaming the games, and I seen stuff on the website, well, I can't get it, and can't get the stream because of the internet, and it was cutting in and out. I mean, so it was all good, right? People were, when you see stuff like that, you think, well, Jesus Christ, that's, people are really paying attention to it, and
There's an interest.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing. And it's good, and the bottom line is good for the community, and it's good for the little gappers that want to play, and
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll touch on that.
I mean,
The biggest thing I was shocked at when we were doing those live streams was the amount of people that were actually watching it. Like the numbers were really high. They were, like, they weren't like attendance that we had at home, but they were high enough that holy jumpins, just these cats are watching it on an iPad or on their phone, and it's just me rambling on like a fool, and then it just kept getting bigger and bigger, the numbers. I was just like, oh, why
tell you,
keep
these
doing
people in Hastings County and from Tweed, we support our club.
Yeah.
We're not fair weather.
No.
You know?
It was awesome.
And it was like, that was really good, and I mean, that's the whole thing about that season, is that just, like, seriously, it was like walking into a dark room, and, I mean, like it was.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
Well, this will be okay. I'll be able to get players. I'm telling you, I kept track of all the phone calls I made, because I touched a lot of players' phones and just couldn't get her. Anyway, as it rolled on, we did get some players, and the rest is kind of history. Other than it was kind of a letdown there when we got beat by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a letdown, but
learning curve.
Now, I guess it is their Rivermen, but yeah, it was a letdown. But I mean, to see the people in the rink both days was.
I'll tell you.
Really amazing. I mean, it's they supported the team, and I think we produced a pretty good brand of hockey.
No, 100%.
I'm telling you, when it was all said and done, there was no way I was hanging my head. Like, pretty proud.
Oh, 100%.
Started at the bottom, now we're here. We were, scrambling for a goaltender to go undefeated at home.
Yeah, big accolade right there.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
pretty proud.
Like when you were saying earlier about people saying they'll never make it and this and that, and everybody's got to remember that all the people that help coaches, assistant coaches, yourself, Dave, my buddy Selby, and Cito, and that's another story altogether.
Yeah.
Everybody was volunteering their time.
Yeah.
And so, and Rod, I can't forget Rod, can't forget Jenny.
Oh no, all those guys.
Cat.
Wardy, Louie, everyone. So everyone was donating their time. So it's easy to stand there and say, oh, they'll never go and everything like that. Like when you grab guys like that, and and they donated their time. That's the biggest thing about it. And yeah.
I think you just hit the nail right on the head there, John. With all that support, we were able to put a good product together and sell it to the people, and they bought it, right? So I think that's the best part of it all.
I will admit it was frustrating, like just on the other end of stuff that just we had to deal with through the week, and just trying to get players to try and it was frustrating at certain times, but it was really I don't know, rewarding guys. I met a lot of new guys that I talked on the phone, and then actually when we started playing and all that kind of stuff, and really good people and
Friendships,
my
yeah,
God,
man.
great
some
people.
of the players